Listen, you don't get extra points for doing everything. In fact, the more you do, the less you lead. Leaders often take on way too much. Why? Because we're trying to be responsible, but doing everything doesn't make you responsible. It makes you ineffective. When you try to do everything, you lose focus on what really matters most. Your team stops learning. Your calendar, I'm guessing, becomes chaotic. Burnout becomes your baseline, and performance suffers. Ultimately, you end up exhausted, frustrated, and feeling like you're letting everybody down. When leaders try to be everything, they end up with nothing. When I finally stopped trying to do everything and I focused on priorities that really moved my company forward, not only did performance improve, but so did my energy, so did my clarity, and yes, I was more effective. So grab a pen and paper. This might be one of the simplest and most powerful leadership resets you've experienced. I'm Casey Blade Cunningham, and how privileged I am to have a few minutes with you because I help leaders create clarity, ownership, and yes, trust so they can stop drowning in work and start leading with purpose. All right, let me tell you about a moment where I was super challenged, where I literally was doing everything. It was early on in building my company. And what I realized is the power of delegation. I realized, hey, I'm busy, but I'm not effective. And the more I take on, the weaker my whole team becomes. So what did I do? What is the solution? Well, let me share with you some frameworks today. I'm going to give you 3, okay? The first one is called the Priority Filter Framework. Might want to write that down. What does this do for you? And how do you put it into play? Well, here's what you do. Every task, I want you to pass, got to go through 3 filters. Must I do it? Must it be done? Must it be done now? Now, those are your 3 filters right there. And if it doesn't pass those 3, you want to delegate, delay it, or just simply delete it. That one seems super easy, but very few people actually go through that framework. So let me say it again. Well, you're going to ask yourself 3 questions. Must I do it? Must it be done? Must it be done now? Okay, super simple to do. That one immediately allowed me to start letting go, passing on, and realizing I was doing a lot of busy work. All right, let's do number 2. This is called use the, ready? Empowerment Delegation Script. Okay, this will give your team ownership. Now, the script I'm about to share with you creates that ownership. And remember, we want to own it as leaders, and we want our teams to own it. Sorry, not sorry to interrupt this video, but if this content is speaking to you, imagine what we could do for you and your entire team. And that's what we do every single day. We help leaders drive ownership, performance, and help build cultures that last. We've won over 25 culture awards, and we are here to help you reach next level performance. So just reach out below, and yes, let's make that happen. All right, now back to the video. So here is the script, okay? Ready? Super simple. You're gonna go, okay, here's the outcome, here's the deadline, here's the guardrail. Everything else is yours to decide. Let me say that again just to make sure you catch it. Because what you're doing is you're giving your team ownership by using those key words. So when you think you're doing something or you need to delegate, you want to always in the delegation go, hey, here's the outcome I need. Here's the deadline. Here's the guardrail. Everything else is yours to decide. So now they know exactly where they're going and what your expectations are. So that one's called the Empowerment Delegation Script. Now we're going to do number 3. Now, number 3 is super easy. It says build a weekly leadership rhythm. So write that one down. Okay, so how do you build a weekly leadership rhythm? Your weekly rhythm should include, ready? A vision block. This is like big picture thinking. The second one is your development block, building your team. Are you spending time there? The third thing should be delegation block, handing off all the new responsibilities that are on your calendar that you probably should not be doing. The fourth, super easy, reflection block. Stop. Do you have that blocked on your calendar? Reflection block. It seems a little simple, but you have to ask yourself, what worked and what didn't work? And if you look at all of this, and I want to give you a quick little tip, by the way, there's a 10% rule. Every week you should ask yourself, what's one thing I can give away that represents 10% of my workload? That's going to compound into some massive freedom and teen growth. Now, here's the question. There's a lot at stake. If you keep trying to do everything, you will eventually lose everything, because that matters in your life, right? Your influence, your energy, and your team. If you start leading strategically, your team's going to rise and your results are going to multiply. Listen, if you're done being overwhelmed and you're ready to step into real leadership, click the link. I'll help you get started right away. Hope you have an amazing day and you get these 3 put into your business right away.